Today you will see two games from the Championship and we'll meet our new recruits. Hello and a very warm welcome to you on episode 73 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games in the Championship. First up, Sheffield United at Bramell Lane, and then we go all the way up to Blackpool to the seaside with our buckets and spades, and we have a away game against Blackpool. But since you were last with us, we have played a few games and we have brought in a few players as well. I say a few, couple. Few sounds a bit grand, doesn't it? Since you were last with us, Ipswich and Portsmouth in the last episode, a 3-1 win and a 4-0 win. A good episode. Since then, we played Birmingham. We've won 2-0. Continuing with this formation that we've had. Did a little bit of a tweak to it because we had an international break. We did a little bit of a tweak and played against Queen of the South. Beat them 5-0. Omatoy getting 2. Harry Williams, an own goal, and Joe Tomlinson in that one. And then we played our next Championship game, continuing with this slight change of formation I'll show you in a moment, but we only managed a 1-1 draw. We were a goal up against Southampton, remembering that Southampton got relegated out of the Premier League last season, so a Premier League side effectively. Billy Sass-Davis after 41 minutes getting us underway. I think we can see that goal. Let's have a quick look. As you will probably guess, being Billy Sass-Davis, it's got to be from a corner, I would suggest. Let's have a look. Our form at home, not spectacular in any manner, shape or form. We'll see that when we have a look at the deep dive. Here's May, swings it in. Sass-Davis getting up above 3 defenders to put that one in the back of the net. But we held on until deep in injury time. 3 minutes into injury time, and then this happened. Southampton hadn't really done a great deal up until this point. Crossed in, Armstrong puts it away. As you would expect from a ex-Premier League side, they were never down and out. And stats-wise, they had 12 shots, 7 on target. We only had 8 shots, 3 on target, albeit we had the bulk of the possession. But I think for a chunk of that game, we were in the game. But they came back and showed their credentials. Question we've now got to decide is, do we stick to this slightly changed formation? Let's have a look at the changed formations. You'll see we're playing slightly wide players instead of the 2 tucked in a triangle in attack. We've gone with the wide players again. Or do we go back to the sort of like narrow effect? I think, given Sheffield United relegated season before last from the Premier League, finished 3rd last season, missed out in the playoffs, and so far this season are 5th in the table. I'm thinking that we'll perhaps go the narrow and then perhaps go for the wide against Blackpool. That's where I'm thinking at the minute. Haven't finally decided on that. You'll see in a moment when we have the team for this game. But I did also mention that there was some transfers or transfer movement. There has been. Josiah Linton has gone out on loan to York City for the rest of the season. I think Alex Patterson already gone in the last episode. If not, he has. So we've shipped 2 out. We have brought in 2. I think Eli King was in before the end of the last episode. In fact, he'd been in for a while, but we haven't been able to play him but for about a month or so because we didn't have space in the squad. And because they're free transfers, they can go at any time. You haven't got to wait for the window. So Eli King, he's up and running. And we've brought in Dara Costello, who's been trialling with us for a while. 3.5 star current ability, 5-star potential ability. He's second best to Alex Fletcher up front on the left-hand side. Can play anywhere down that left-hand side. Not so good as a wing-back, but he can play there. And also as defensive. He can play on the right in centre mid. And he's all right as a backup in the right on attacking mid. and he can also play as a striker if we want to change it up or do whatever. But his best position is probably out here on the left-hand side. In fact, left in centre mid. That's his best position, and then he's not too bad as an attacking mid on the left. But anyway, Dara Costello is in. He's with us through until 2029, a 3-year contract he has signed. So that is a done deal. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there is something else to tell you. Yes. If we go here and here, I have signed a new contract. Both the job interviews, I think I mentioned in the last episode, they both didn't want me. So we have signed a new contract here at Buxton. We were on 1,800 a week, now on 2,500 a week. And we're through until June 2029. So that's how that is sorted. So we're back under contract, not got any worries in that respect. I think that's pretty much it, bringing you up to date. A quick check on the league table would be good, because obviously we've played a few games. We are currently in 13th place, having played 16 games, 23 points from those 16 games. Our recent form is 3 wins and 2 draws, so not too bad at all. Norwich out in front on 41 points. They have a 9-point lead over Sunderland, albeit Sunderland do have a game in hand. They are the form team at the moment, and we play them in a short while. Reading in third, Brentford, Sheffield United, today's first opponents, and Blackburn are the other teams in the playoff places at the moment. And then the relegation zone, Luton Town, Swansea and Birmingham. They are the teams that are down there at the moment. Our opponents, first opponents today, Sheffield in 5th, Blackpool in 16th. We'll look at those individually in just a second. In fact, let's have a look at Sheffield United now. Bramell Lane we go to then. We've played them once. We played them in the EFL Cup first round back last season, I think it was, where we lost 3-0 at Bramell Lane on that occasion. Looking for a better result today. Let's hope we can do it. Let's have a look at the team that will face Sheffield United. As we said, we have gone back to this narrower attack. Seems to work, and so we're going to try that out against the more difficult sides, and then we'll probably tweak it, as I say, go a bit wider against the other side. See how we go. We can flip between the two. Gunter in goal then. It's Bridge. Is Gunter? Hang on, I keep checking this. I think Gunter is better as just a goalkeeper. So we'll set him as a goalkeeper. Gunter in goal then. It's Bridge, Sass Davis and Lewis across our back three. We've just got to be careful with Mungo Bridge because he's 1 card away from a suspension. Burrows comes in on the left. May, King and Tomlinson make up our midfield, with Tilly and Fletcher in front of them, sitting behind Nathan Fraser, who gets the nod up front. On the bench, Thomas, Scanlon, Williams, Samek, Dudizak, Omatoy and Adrizzi. And here we are, confirmation of the two teams. They're playing a 4-3-3, very narrow, which maybe we could have done the wide plays to exploit them a bit. And, of course, playing with our newish formation. Sheffield United in 5th on 31 points. We are 13th on 23 points. As the teams come out, coming up on your screen will be the team confirmations. First highlight, 13 minutes in, Tomlinson to Fletcher. Fletcher finds Fraser, who's come back. Fraser battling for that ball, but lost out in the end. Goes back to Sheffield United, all the way back to the goalkeeper. And they're finding a way through. Oh, Brewster's got round the man. Has a shot, but he's flashed it over the top. Sheffield United with a throw in now. In our half. Need to be winning these balls. The midfield. Oh, a poor ball pass, and Burrows is on it. What can Burrows do with this? He's got Bridge in support. May, back to Burrows. Burrows, Bridge. King, Bridge. We need to move it away from this wing, guys. May finds King. He's moving it infield now. Wide ball looking for Tomlinson. Tomlinson is on it. He's got support. He's got May there. May, nice play. King to Lewis. Lewis finds King. King finds Tilly. Tilly couldn't get it under the goalkeeper. And we have a free kick inside their half. May with the free kick. Sass Davis straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Missed opportunities here. Highlight is continuing. Ivasic rolls it out to Suter. And Tilly winning that ball to Burrows. Bridge sends it forward looking for Fraser. Fraser's round the goalkeeper and he's hit the post. And half-time has arrived. It's no score at half-time, but we have Britain the brighter side. Took a while for us to get into the game, but once we got into the game, about halfway through the first half, we definitely seemed to pick up and got a little bit of belief in ourselves, and we really showed what we could do. But I think we're going to rue those missed chances, especially hitting the woodwork. Fraser rounded the goalkeeper, thought he was going to put it away, and missed. Yeah, really annoying. So we've had 6 shots, 3 on target, 50%, 1.01 on the old XG, 49% of the possession. Sheffield have had 4 shots, just the 1 on target, 0.30, 51% of the possession. Not a bad first half. We're holding our own, but we could do with getting a goal or 2. And our first highlight of the second half, 54 minutes on the clock. Lewis cuts that one out. Fletcher's on it. Fletcher into the area. Can he have a go himself? It's a poor ball. He's just sort of like tapped it to the goalkeeper. And with 58 minutes on the clock, we're going to make 2 changes. Nathan Fraser is coming off. A Drizzy comes on in front. And Fletcher has gone out. We've pushed them out wide. Fletcher gone out wide. Omotoy's gone left. Omotoy on for James Tilly. Tomlinson with a throw in to Burrows. Burrows nearly pickpocketed. King, Sass Davis back to King. King crosses wide looking for Fletcher, but it's poor ball. But the defender only heads it to Fletcher. Fletcher crosses it in deep. Goalkeeper's not there, and Omotoy puts it away. He's just come on. His first goal of the season. What a time to score it. We go 1 up on 64 minutes. I don't think that's got anything to do with my changes. Although I'd like to claim it, but I don't think it is. A goalkeeper making a howler there, missing it, and Omotoy just pokes it away. Free kick for Sheffield United. They've put it out wide, obviously going to get a cross in, and it's bobbling around. Oof. And I think Gunter saved that. It was going in the bottom corner. A well-worked set piece by the looks of it. Ball crossed in, but Gunter comes out and collects that. And with 73 minutes on the clock, we made one more change. Daniel Samick coming on for Adam May, who's tiring out there. And he's not had a particularly good game today, but we've replaced him with Daniel Samick. A bit of a switch round here. King moves over to the left as a regista, and Samick comes on as the anchor. We do have a knock to Ismet Idrizi, but we'll see how that progresses. We might have to bring Duddy Zach on somewhere and switch around a little bit. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. Just looking to make some more changes, and we got a highlight come up. Fletcher, Tomlinson, Samick through to Fletcher. Fletcher now into the area, has a shot straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. And with 87 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes. Sass Davis has come off. He's tired. He's been replaced by Harrison Williams. And we've also replaced Eli King. He's been taken off. And we've brought on Harrison Duddy-Zach. Tomlinson with a free kick. It's swung in. It's cleared. And it's Duddy-Zach winning the ball. Just that little bit of extra pace. Tomlinson now needs to get this into the area. Fletcher! Oof. And it's all over. We've got a 1-0 win against Sheffield United at Bramell Lane. What a day that is. Gunter doing a lot of saving. As I say, that ball was drilled through at one point and he made a very good save. But Ashley Fletcher having a player of the match game. 4 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance created and an assist. So it was a good day at the office. The formation tended to work in its the way it's expected to. 16 shots and 8 on target, 2.26, 49% of the possession. Don't think that really changed from half time. They had 12 shots, 5 on target, so they had a lot better second half. Caused us a lot more problems in that second half. 1.14 on the XG, 51% of the possession. I'm happy with that. Let's continue to roll and see how that's affected us in the table. And with the other results going on, Norwich winning again, 44 points, now 10 points clear at the top of the table. Blackburn in second, then comes Southampton, Reading, Sunderland, Brentford. Sheffield United dropping out of the playoff places down to 7th, and we move up to 10th now with 26 points. With some 12 points clear of Sheffield Wednesday in the relegation zone. So that fear of relegation starting to dissipate. Now looking for a consolidation to finish mid-table. But to be fair, we're only 5 points off of playoff places and a game in hand. It's not undoable. I just don't think we struggled here. I don't think we're ready to go to the Premier League just yet. I think we want another season down here first before we carry on. And so the question is, can we follow that good result against Sheffield United, against Blackpool away again in this one? And we are Bloomfield Road. That's a name I couldn't remember earlier. We haven't played them before in this series, so it's unknown territory as far as that is concerned. Blackpool currently 18th in the table. If we have a quick look at their recent form, if we can do that. In fact, the best way of doing that, Mark, is to go in here and in here. And let's have a look. Blackpool down in 18th. They've won 2, drawn 1 and lost 2 of their last 5. So a bit of a mixed bunch, really. Who knows what's going to happen in this game? Let's go and have a look at the team then that will face Blackpool. And this is the side that will face Blackpool then. It's Gunter in goal, Gamble, Bridge and Lewis as our back 3. Scanlon, King, Samek and Odofin are our central midfield as it is. Costello makes his debut out on the left. Moss comes in and plays on the right of the wide players we're playing this time, as we said we would do. Fletcher gets the nod up front in front of Fraser. Fraser not really firing on any cylinders at the moment. Needs to pick up some momentum if he's going to do. And just to point out that he's not even on the bench either. Thomas, Tomlinson, Sass Davis, May, Mundell, Richards and Idrizi are on the bench. We just need to be careful. Mungo Bridge still on that yellow card, and as is Patrick Gamble, of course. So we just need to watch them. In a way, if they were to use their yellow cards up soon, it would be quite good. But that's not forcing them to do anything rash today, of course. And as we look at the formations, they're playing pretty much the same formation as us. Flat back 3. Confirmation of that table. We are up in 10th with 26 points. Blackpool are down in 18th with 20. Confirmation of the teams for you as the teams come onto the pitch. First highlight, 8 minutes in, it's Gunter with a free kick to Bridge. Bridge finds Scanlon, who's already picked up a yellow card on that far side. Scanlon finds Costello. The first time we've seen Costello. It's a bit of a low cross, but didn't quite get to where it intended, I don't think. And now they're on a break. And who's that out there? Didn't get to him. Causing problems at the moment. Blackpool swings it in. Yates, poor ball to Gunter. Free kick just inside their half. Phillips to Humphreys. Swings it out wide, but Scanlon is there. Tidies up. Oh, he didn't tidy up. He pushed it. Pushed it straight into the path of the opposing player in the penalty area. What a thing to do. Lost control of the ball. Didn't even attempt it. And it's away. 1-0. And Blackpool with another throw in. We're not having a good time in this game. We've done a bit of a tweak to the formation. Costello's gone up front. Fletcher stepping in. Fletcher's gone as a attacking midfielder or as a shadow striker. I'm not sure which. And that long ball forward. Gamble also picking up a yellow card. He's tidied up in defence there. King to Samek. Samek to Moss. Moss threads that through, but it was a poor ball in the end. That ball forward over the top. Yates is there. We're in trouble. What are we doing? And Max Morris scores his third goal of the season. His second against us. And having been in reasonably good form, we've suddenly hit a brick wall. And been caught out twice in succession. Similar balls. I don't know what's going on. And we have a free kick. Half an hour gone. Adofin over the ball. Adofin has a shot, but it's wide. Free kick. Scanlon. Scanlon sweeps it in. It's gone over the top again. Lewis. Adofin. Looks a bit more pretty now. We've seemed to have upped the ante a little bit. Back for Lewis. Lewis to Adofin. Adofin to King. King has a shot. And it's gone over. Half-time comes, no more highlights. And, yeah, we never really sort of seemed to get into the game. We did latterly, but almost after it was too late. And we need to do something a little bit different in the second half. Scanlon having a terrible game and was culprit for one of those goals as well, which is very, very poor. 4 shots, just the one on target, 0.45 on the XG, 43% of possession. That's the other area we need to win. A Blackpool 5 shots, 4 of which have been on target, so they are quite dangerous. 0.95, 57% of the possession. Once again, we're in trouble facing a team that are a lot lower than us. We don't often do it at half-time, but we are making a change today. Callum Scanlon, 1, he's got a yellow card. 2, can't really forgive him for that first goal and his poor play. So Bridge has moved out to the complete wing back on the left-hand side. Sass Davis comes on for Callum Scanlon, and Sass Davis drops into the centre of midfield as the libero. We've gone back to how we started with the wide players, and we've gone to attacking just to see if we can make it inroads against them. We're struggling in this particular game. Need to find a little bit of a way through in the second half. King with the corner, swings it in. Lewis, oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. It's gone off the woodwork, I think. And with 70 minutes on the clock, we're making a number of other changes. Of course, that change we made at half-time. Some other changes that we're going to make then. Eli King, he's off, and Adam May comes on in central mid for him. We've taken off Dara Costello, who's not had a good debut, to be fair. A bit disappointing. We've got Richards on wide for him. And why he's on support, I'm not sure. Needs to be on attack. That might have a bit to do with it. And Perry Moss, who again wasn't having a particularly good game out of wide. Fletcher's dropped in there. Adrizzi goes up front. Adrizzi is probably best as an advance forward. We'll stick him as an advance forward. So they are the changes for now. We can make one more change, and the likely change is Bridge will drop in for Gamble. In fact, I'm going to make that change now, hoping that we're not going to pick up any injuries. No, we're not. We're going to leave it for the minute. Bridge will drop in for Gamble. Gamble will come off, and Tomlinson will come on in that wide wing-back position. And with 81 minutes on the clock, we have made that final change. No more highlights in between. And Gamble is off. Tomlinson on, and Tomlinson and Bridge have swapped places. Blackpool have a corner swung in. And a penalty's been given. I'm not sure why. Lewis unfairly pushed Phillips, apparently. And Gunter has saved from Morris, and Morris not going to get his hat-trick. Not that way, anyway. Crossed in. It's headed clear. And Richards brings down Dale. Right on the corner of the penalty area. Adams is going to swing this in. It's taken a lot of time. Swung in deep. But Drizzy heads that clear. And still the danger lurks. No penalty this time. Morris trying to place it as he was on a hat-trick. No more highlights, and we've lost by 2-0. It doesn't make any sense, does it? We played extremely well against Sheffield United, and to be honest, apart from Luca Gunter again, we've had a poor day at the office, and just really not done. I mean, we faced up against a side that matched us for the setup. Whether that had anything to do with it or not, I really do not know. They had 9 shots, 6 of which were on target, 2 on the XG, 55% possession. We had 9 shots, 3 of which were on target, 0.65, 45% of the possession. Well, let's go and see what that's done to the table. Well, we finished the episode back where we started it, in 13th place, 26 points. Blackpool, our opponents today, up to 16th on 23, just 3 points behind us now. In the top, we have Norwich and Southampton in the automatics. Norwich 9 points clear of Southampton at the top. Norwich only managing a draw against Cardiff today. Reading, Blackburn, Sunderland and Sheffield United in the rest of the playoff places. Brentford just outside. And in the bottom 3, Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea and Birmingham. Ipswich Town and Luton 2 points clear of the drop zone. Portsmouth 3 points clear of the drop zone. Bristol City opening a 5-point gap over Portsmouth now and are 8 points clear of the drop zone, so they will be reasonably happy with that. And talking about Bristol City, we will face them in our next episode. We're going to come back quick. We're going to play Bristol City because... And also against Norwich, the team at the top of the table at the moment. A real test for us. It could be a really poor next episode. We'll see. We'll see how we go. And then we'll probably drop down again and play Bristol City and Middlesbrough maybe, or Brentford and Bristol City in the next episode, because I'm not sure we've seen Brentford so far in this series. So we'll probably do something like that. But we'll work it out before we get there. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend and our other series, Making Chelsea Stand Proud, new series of any other new series as they are released. If you want to keep up to date what's happening on this channel, the best way of doing it is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. New episodes of To Be a Legend currently released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 74. It's out on Thursday. Until then, I wish you a good week.